Welcome to the Township Committee meeting of November 13th, 2025. Adequate notice of the November 13th, 2025 regular meeting of the Township Committee has been provided in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act by posting written notice and agenda of the meeting on the bulletin board in the municipal building of 1000 Route 10, Township of Hanover, and by hand delivering, mailing, or faxing such notice to the following newspapers: Morris County Daily Record, Star Ledger, Hanover Eagle, and by filing the same with the Township Clerk.
Roll call, Committeeman Cahill.
Here.
Committeeman Faramasca.
Here.
Committeeman Francioli.
Here.
Committeeman Mahalko.
Here.
And Mayor Gallagher is excused this evening. We have 4 members in attendance.
At this time, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the prayer by Committeeman Faramasca. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Almighty God, please watch over and guide this governing body with an abundance of wisdom and understanding to help make the best decisions for our residents. Please bless our first responders and township volunteers who help to keep us all safe. Also, bless our township employees and residents. Lastly, please let us pray for the men and women of the United States Armed Forces who stand vigil over us as always. And happy Veterans Day to all of those who have served and who serve, defending our way of life. We ask this respectfully in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Thanks, John. Okay. Good evening, everyone. First on the agenda is the approval of the Township Committee meeting minutes of October 9th and 23rd. May I please have a motion to approve?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So approved. Next is the public hearing and adoption of ordinance number 25-2025 and 28-2025. Proof of publication that ordinance 25 and ordinance 28 and their notice of introduction appeared in full in the October 29th issue of the Daily Record. At this time, may I have a motion to convene a public hearing on ordinance number 25-2025 and 28-2025?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone in chambers wishing to be heard concerning ordinance 25 or 28? If so, please state your name and address for the record.
Motion to close.
May I have a second? All in favor to close the public hearing?
Aye.
Now on adoption, may I have a motion to adopt ordinance 25-2025 and 28-2025?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Roll call, Committeeman Cahill.
Aye.
Committeeman Faramasca.
Aye.
Committeeman Francioli.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Mahalko.
Yes.
So adopted. Next on the agenda is the introduction of ordinance number 30-2025. I will read the title into the record. Ordinance 30-2025, an ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Hanover, the County of Morris, and the State of New Jersey, repealing Chapter 255 of the Code of the Township of Hanover entitled Towing and Road Service, and inserting in its place a new amended and supplemented Chapter 255 of the Code to be entitled Towing and Road Services. I'd like to state for the record that ordinance 30-2025 and its respective notice of introduction will be published in full in the Daily Record in accordance with law. The public hearing will be scheduled for December 11th at 8 p.m. May I please have a motion to introduce ordinance 30-2025?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
On roll call, Committeeman Cahill.
Aye.
Committeeman Faramasca.
Aye.
Committeeman Francioli.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Mahalko.
Yes.
So introduced. Next on the agenda, we have a record amount of resolutions to pass tonight. We have resolution number 205-2025 through 225-225. However, I have a late additional item I would like to add, so I will read it into the record. It will be resolution 226-2025. The title is a resolution of the Township Committee of the Township of Hanover approving the calendar year 2026 rates of compensation for members of the Board of Fire Commissioners of Hanover Township Fire District Number 3, all in accordance with NJSA 48:14-88. Does any member of the committee have any questions regarding any of this monumental number of resolutions that we have tonight?
Move they be approved.
Thank you. May I have a second?
Second.
All resolutions are approved. Next on the agenda, we have raffle applications. They are raffle number 3502, Whippany Park PTO raffle, and raffle 3503, Harmonium Choral Society raffle. May I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
Raffles are so approved. Next, we have to pay our bills in the amount of $9,410,481.24. John?
Motion to pay the bills.
Ooh, may I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
To pay our bills. Deputy Mayor and the members of the committee, that clears the agenda, and I thank you.
All right. May I have a motion to open the meeting to the public?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any member of the public who would like to address the Township Committee, please state your name and address for the record, and you will have 4 minutes to address the governing body.
Seeing none, hearing none, motion to close. Second?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, we haven't
Blanche.
We're not in favor?
Oh,
Hi, Blanche Lopez, 60 Perry Street in Whippany.
Good evening, Blanche.
I am here on behalf of the potential to ask the town council to announce the 350th anniversary next year celebration, to do a parade on or about the fireworks. So my other committee person, Mark Marisano, completely forgot, so he is on his way. He was the official speaker tonight, but I just wanted to give him a few minutes he's on his way. So, but that's what we're here for, to,
I did speak with him briefly about it, and correct me if I'm wrong. We were, again, going to try to tie it in with the fireworks. And,
there he is.
way to make an entrance, Mark.
Stage left.
apologize.
That's all right. So, yeah, we're, Mark will
I'm
fill
going to
us
have
in
to
more.
justice, Blanche. I'm going to have to justice, I'm sorry.
Please state your name and address.
Mark Morisano, Whippany, New Jersey. How's everybody doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for your time. So, Blanche didn't already begin. So Blanche, Jane, and I are parade coordinators, and what we'd like to have a parade for is our wonderful Hanover Township Whippany 350th anniversary parade, which coincides with the 250th anniversary of our wonderful country, which is next year. We've met a couple times via telephone and in person. I personally went in front of the Recreation Department and requested that we can possibly tie in with the fireworks display and celebration next year with a parade. And the parade route that we had discussed would start at most likely the Birchwood Manor and tied into down by Veterans Field, coming down that way. We'd look to start maybe 2 hours before the festivities over there, so we could try to consolidate some help with the town and consolidate some of the what am I trying to say here? I guess trying to say bringing people earlier, maybe get a little more people early on to really get a little more excitement going on for the day, because I think it's a wonderful thing. We would like to request that we'll obviously need some assistance and from the township. First, if we would like your blessing on it, but we would like to request. Well, I guess we'll need some help with the police department to close down the streets and traffic control, things like that, a bit earlier in the day than you would have expected, and a little more of the street. Well, we'd need like EMT and other services available as well. So those are some requests. We would also like to ask for possibly a tent or an area where we could have some displays on the, in the parking lot with the rest of what's happening here. We've reached out to a few different potential partners, Daughters of American Revolution, the Shriners, maybe some fife and drum corps, bagpipers. We have a town crier and Uncle Sam, things like that. So it's going to be an interesting thing, and tying it in with the 250th, I think, is just going to make it a really nice day. The other thing we would like to do is maybe an hour before the parade itself, we would like to invite families to bring their children with their bicycles to put some streamers and some patriotic colors on their bicycles and ride in the parade with us. And the reason I'm doing that is because one of my core memories was the bicentennial, where me and my friends and I took our bicycles and did them all up in red, white, and blue streamers, and we had our flags attached to them and rode in the parade in Montville, and I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. So I thought that's something that would be really, really nice to do for the children. We would think we'd either do that in the Birchwood Manor parking lot if there was a reason to do it there, otherwise possibly down by Stony Brook, and then have them ride up, and then we'd all ride down together. Just want to see if there's anything I missed here. So a couple things. We're asking for, of course, your blessing. We're asking for some assistance with some shared services on the logistics piece of it. And we also asked for if there's a little bit of room in the budget, maybe $4,000 or $5,000 to help us out for the tent and for some of the other items we'd like to do. Obviously, we can meet, get together as we go a little further along here and come up with some ideas and see if that's something we can work together on. We would also ask that we get some time on the bandstand, just to give a little, nothing crazy, a little history of the town, maybe here and there, maybe not one long speech, but a couple times during the course of the evening. And then obviously we would be looking for any volunteers. So if we're going forward with this, we'd love to get the word out. And right now it's the three of us, and we're trying to work hard getting this thing together. But that always helps. The other thing we're asking, I'm not sure if you're aware yet, we're thinking that on or about July 2nd, which would be that Thursday, is what would typically is the Thursday before. So I don't know if you guys have nailed down that date, but that's something we would also need at some point.
Yeah, we'll let you know. It probably will be the 2nd, but
Okay.
like you said, it hasn't been nailed down yet. We have to, send out for the bid and the package and for the fireworks and all. But it should be
Right.
typically the 2nd, possibly the 1st, depending on the budget.
Okay, that sounds good. And again, obviously, once you have that, assuming we're moving forward with this, that's the best way for us to get everybody lined up and involved. So just a little more about the parade. We talked about the town crier. We talked about Uncle Sam will be walking around. I was going to go around a lot of the guys in town who have some nice cars and here and there and see if they want to drive. See if we can get some, of the fire department trucks, maybe some of these old-time trucks to ride. The typical things. It's not going to be a big parade, but just something for a little bit of fun to do that. What else did I miss? You wanted me to make a mention of something else, Blanche. What was that?
I also just want to chime in, too. I've spoken
Sure.
with Mark about this. He did come to Recreation. They were in full support of this.
Yeah.
We think, we came to the conclusion this would be a good time to have it, good place to have it, should work out pretty well.
I think it's so ideal because the time period before our first shoot until when our public arrives, there's like an hour or 2 hours in there.
Yeah.
And this is an ideal time to fill that portion of time. And I think you're on the right track. Birchwood Manor for staging would be great. They have the large parking area in the back.
They do,
have
yeah.
car shows back there.
Yes.
So they can go there. Leave it to you guys to work it out, but once the parade comes down, how are you going to disassemble it?
Just come right in, probably right into the,
Parking lot.
right into the parking lot, and
In this?
I think that was the intent.
Well, I think we
We'll
would
get to-
go
we'll get
down
to the nuts
into
and
the-
bolts as we go.
I think what would happen is we would actually turn down into the baseball field area, and then we could disperse from there.
Turn down paper mill into Veterans Field and...
Correct.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
a good...
and then whomever's going to stay is going to stay.
Perfect.
And maybe the cars can stay, well, it's getting down close to where they shoot the things off. I don't know if the car guys will want to keep it there, but if they want it there for a little while, like they could, and then we can kind of have the police help us move them out onto Route 10 and away.
Yeah.
That's probably the easiest way to do it, as opposed to going back up the other direction. You know, maybe you could even tell the parents, if they want to meet their kids with their bicycle, with their cars, to take the bicycles over there. But what we'd really want to have happen is have the people stay for the fireworks.
Maybe even come into this parking lot here. In the past, we tried putting food trucks here, mostly we kept it into the rec parking lot now.
Oh, that's true, we have this open
So we can
parking.
use
That
this
might work.
parking lot for these cars and the kids, and kind of put a little bit,
Yeah.
kind of expand over to here.
Yeah.
That would be easy to, but we'll certainly work.
Yeah, I
out the
think
nuts
we'll
and
have some
bolts of
work
this.
sessions and really figure that out and
Yeah.
nail it down. But I guess really what I'm doing here is just, we wanted to explain to you that this, I think, is really important for what's happening next year. I think it's going to be an amazing year for everybody, and we'd like to
So
bring
we
it
talked
together.
about this in Landmark as well. I did commit to the commission that I would talk with Chief about, because there will be, right, I mean, the typical setup is you've got some obstacles along Jefferson Road that would need to be moved to accommodate the parade, at least for the time of the, things like that, but I don't think it would be anything that's gonna...
I was thinking he'd be a good Uncle Sam.
Okay.
Twist his arm.
Oh,
But listen,
Nice idea.
whoever wants to get involved, we'd love it. Yeah, that would be great.
Yep.
And again, we'll have some, like I said, some working sessions with the township and with the rec department. And I'm sure there's a few other committees we'll have to speak with, so we'd definitely like to get together with you guys. Yes, Shane? Oh, so that was interesting, real quick. So Jane was telling us about What America Means to Me contest that was put out in the full United States, correct? And there were, I think every school did it, or many schools did it. So we're thinking of having, part of maybe where that tent is, the kids, if they had any awards, or even if they just wrote something, and obviously I have some connection to the schools. So we would talk about, and they already have some things planned where there's some writings or some artwork and things like that the kids will be producing for the 250 anyway. So we're going to tie that in with the 350 and maybe be able to display that for the children. It gives them another reason to be there, and have something to really just show
You might want to also contact the Knights of Columbus. Is they're
Certainly.
very active in the town.
Yeah,
I
certainly,
think they would want to participate.
absolutely.
That's an
Yeah.
excellent thought. They have a patriotic group
I'm sure they
within
would.
the Knights,
Yeah.
the fourth degree.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we would do that, and I guess the veterans, and we have our list. I just wanted to get the skeleton of it out here for us to understand.
Great
so.
idea.
All right?
Brian, how are you doing with the Heritage Committee, or
Landmark?
Don Cadu? They all have uniforms and costumes of the era.
Oh, yeah,
If they participated, yeah.
they're prepared. I mean, they do that for the cemetery tours. I mean, there's a rotating wardrobe,
Right.
for sure.
It'd be a great addition, yeah.
And as you know, they're part of the Heritage, and we did have that conversation.
Yeah,
That was
good.
part of it. I don't think they'd have anything that would fit me, but. One other thing Blanche asked me to put out there is the highlight that the Hanover Wind Symphony is presenting a 350th colonial-themed concert on Sunday, June 14th, 3 p.m. Memorial Junior High School, which included the town choir, the fife and drum color guard, and also Uncle Sam, plus some surprises will be there. So we can get that out somehow. That's, again, as we go along, we'll have a little more
Get
discussion.
closer, we'll definitely put that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right?
That all out on the website.
That would be wonderful, and I appreciate everyone's time. Thank you.
Great.
Have a great
Thank you,
evening.
sir. Thank you very much.
you.
Thank you, ladies. Yeah. Anyone else? Seeing none, hearing none, going once?
Motion closed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Committeeman, do you have any notes, any points?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Mr. Faramasca?
Got a couple here. First one up is, everybody's interested in roads, and we have two roads that we're trying to get done before the winter really sets in. On the list, one's the top portion of Horse Hills Road. The second one is Algonquin Parkway. So hopefully the weather will cooperate, and we'll be able to get these completed. The Environmental Commission has recently completed a very successful tree giveaway program. And the tree giveaway program has awarded 30 winners trees. Now it's the responsibility for the winners to claim their trees. So they've been contacted by the arborist, and they need to contact Serbo and go collect their trees, or otherwise, before Serbo closes, there will not be any trees left. Second thing from an environmental highlight is they published something called the Hanover Green. And it's a really good update on lots of initiatives that will help you learn about invasive species, learn about how do you battle forever chemicals, PFAs. It's got MUA, waste day information in it. It's on the township website, so we recommend that you take a look at that. Economic Development had a really strong participation in what they call their broker open house. That was held at All Seasons Golf, and it was very, very well attended. Deputy Mayor, that concludes my commentary.
Thank you very much. Mr. Francioli?
Very good. Yeah, just a few things. Actually, one, and that is to our community, to Hanover, a heartfelt thank you from me for your support this past election. I take that as a vote for stability here in Hanover Township, and very proud to serve you once again. Thank you very much. So appreciate that. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. Cahill?
Thanks. So first, congratulations to Committeeman Francioli and Committeeman Gallagher as well. It'll be a pleasure as always to work with you in the coming year. I wanted to point out there were a lot of resolutions tonight, so I just want to point a couple of note. First of all, I want to not welcome yet, but congratulate two candidates that who have accepted an offer to join the Hanover Township PD. First is Trevor Smith, and he'll be joining the Police Academy shortly, and then starting with us as a Step 1 patrolman. And we also have Officer, I'm not going to say his name right, but Mamdouh Hassan. I understand he's already a sheriff's officer, so he's not going to go to the academy. He's going to come in as an officer and join a little sooner. This gets us that much closer to having a fully staffed traffic safety division, which is something, as you know, we've been working on for a long, long time. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to their swearing-in ceremonies in the near future. I also want to mention and thank and congratulate everybody that was involved with the Hanover Township PBA 128 contract negotiations. I learned that this is the first time in a very, very long time that we actually came to an agreement prior to the old contract expiring, which is really very, very refreshing, and we can hope we can keep that trend going in years to come. But it's a fair contract. I just want to thank everybody from PBA 128 and Joe and our attorneys and everybody else that participated. There were 6 meetings, finished up in October, and you know, as far as negotiations are concerned, it was a pretty good experience. So congratulations to all. Lastly, I want to invite everybody back here on our December 11th meeting, where we'll be recognizing 9 Whippany firefighters who participated. They are members of the Swift Water Rescue Team for District 2, and during a major storm, they went down to Scotch Plains where there was some pretty significant flooding, and some rescue work was required. And they went down and participated and helped out. So they'll be here on December 11th to receive a plaque and some congratulations from us as the committee. So I would encourage anybody that wants to please join us and help support them as well. That's it.
Thank you very much. Again, congratulations to Mr. Francioli.
Thank you, Mayor.
How many terms is that?
I think this will start my 16th term.
16th term.
Sweet 16.
Last time for murder. Congratulations, and to Ace Gallagher. You guys did a terrific job. You're doing a great
I want
job.
to do a side comment, if I might interrupt you for
Please.
a moment, because you just hit on something. There's been so much controversy, not just here in Hanover, but most of the area, about term limits. And so I'm going to touch a hot button here. Voters have term limits twice a year, and they have to use it. And term limits comes in the primary election, and term limits certainly come in your general election. So term limits, if you put that in effect, what you're doing is you're putting off your responsibility to vote and make the decision, and you're letting somebody else make the decision for you. Whether or not the term limits eliminate people that make good contributions or not, that's not the issue. The issue is your decision. So once again, my position on that is take advantage of your opportunity, vote. You have 2 times a year to vote. We're not doing the job. You can handle that. You can take care of that. You can remove us. So that's it. Mayor, thank you.
Does that count as my 4 minutes? Thank you. No, it's a very good point. Yeah, I just got a couple things I want to point out. We have, on the 3rd, December 3rd, we have the volunteer dinner. So thank you to all the volunteers in our town. It's always a fun night. Also, gentlemen, mark your calendars. Winter Wonderland is on the 13th, Saturday, December 13th, from 6 to 8 o'clock here at the Rec Center. Talk about employees. Recreation finally filled 2 spots that we have. We're looking forward to bringing on 2 new employees, Anne Marie Page and another one, Madison DeGiorgio. So we're really looking forward to them. They were excellent candidates and have risen to the top. So we're looking forward to them coming on. I'm glad you're here, Blanche and Jane. What's the date of the Hanover Wind Symphony? I was trying to look it up real quick. In the holiday concert. I wanted to remind people of that one.
I believe it's December 14th.
The 14th?
December 14th.
December 14th. Yeah, we also have the holiday concert. I work with these 2 lovely ladies of our cultural arts. They do a terrific job. And I also want to point out, while Jane's here, she has been working hundreds of hours through the historical room, categorizing and sorting all of this mass amounts of stuff. I poke my head in there for a brief moment, and she brings me little snippets too. Really some neat stuff. Thank you, Jane, for all that you're doing over there. And I did bring your suggestion of possibly using Monroe Hall as a historical area, and getting some traction. We're talking about that. But I wanted to thank you while you're here in public, on the record. You're doing a great job. Thank you very much. So that's all I have for tonight.
You know, and just if I may, because you reminded me, also on Saturday, November 29th, District 3, Cedar Knolls Firehouse will be having their Christmas tree lighting. So I think it's about 6 o'clock, something to that, like that, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to go to the Winter Wonderland. I'm glad you're allowed to go.